My name is Kenny Bailey, and I am the training coordinator for the Plumbers and Pipefitters, Local 577 in Portsmouth, Ohio. We have a pre-apprenticeship welding program, and we also have an apprenticeship program. Right now, the only way that you can get into the apprenticeship program is to go through the pre-apprenticeship program. It involves only the welding aspect of what we do. As a plumber and pipe fitter, we do all sorts of different work. We do heating and air conditioning work, we do plumbing work, we do industrial pipe fitting, we also work on controls. So there's all kinds of different aspects of what we do. The main thing right now is the welding. Due to this area and the surrounding counties, there's a shortage of welders all over the country. We're part of a national organization, which allows us to be temporary workers in not only other cities, but other states, all over the country, Canada, Australia, Ireland, and any United States territory. So therefore, as a plumber and pipe fitter, and if you have to travel, you can still stay at home, but you can travel temporarily, go out of town and go to work to make a living. And you can always still live in your home, come back to it, and wait for the next job. First year apprentice in our program starts off the lowest rate that you will ever work for is $10.65 an hour. In 5 years' time, you'll be earning journeyman's pay, and that right now is currently at $32.15 an hour. So, as a first year apprentice with welding, high pressure piping, welding credentials, you have the possibility to work for journeyman wages out of town because the current state of not having enough welders in the country. So, the pre-apprenticeship program, it runs for 20 weeks maximum. It's 40 hours a week, Monday through Thursday, from 7 in the morning till 5:30 in the evening. To apply for that program, you have to be either enrolled as a senior or in an adult welding curriculum or industrial maintenance curriculum school. If you are not in that, you must be 18, have a GED or a high school diploma, and live in one of the southern 9 counties in Ohio, which is our home jurisdiction. That qualifies you to come down, take a math test. You take a math test, which is add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions. Once you're done taking that test, if you pass it, and the other test, math test, is a tape measurement test. Once you pass it, then you're eligible to take a drug test. If you pass both of those, you're automatically enrolled in the program. Once you're enrolled in the program, as soon as I have a booth ready and available, I'll contact you and you can come down and get in the booth. You stay on that list for 2 years. If you're not ready to come down and do it, you do not have to give me any explanation. All you have to say is, I'm not ready yet. I go to the next person down on the list, and for 2 years, every time I get an opening, I bounce back up and call them. It's that simple. Once you're in the pre-apprenticeship program, you'll be evaluated every 4 to 5 weeks. If you're not meeting the benchmarks of that program, then you're not allowed to participate anymore. Okay. The only thing it costs you is a $50 fee to come in and take the test, and you're paying for your own test. We pay for the drug test, and then all of your instruction and all of your material and anything you need to take classes down here is free of charge. If you need a welding hood, I buy it. If you need a welding jacket, I provide it. Anything you need to do that class, we provide it. It costs you nothing but your time and effort. Once you finish the 20 weeks or less of that, the same application process is for the apprenticeship program. Since they're the same, you do not have to apply again for the apprenticeship program. You're automatically enrolled in it. Once you're enrolled in the apprenticeship program, you become a member. Now you're eligible to work out of the home, and you only do 1 week of training every 3 months, 4 times a year. And that's pretty much the apprenticeship program, the pre-apprenticeship program in a nutshell. During the apprenticeship program, we will teach you the other aspects of pipe fitting, the plumbing, the heating and air conditioning, the controls and stuff. The welding part's pretty well over. You've already got all that.
So do you learn that then, Kenny, in different years? So once you have, like the first year, what will you typically learn in training?
Most of your training in your first year is going to be basic math. We've got to get your math to a certain point where we do anything else with you. It'd be mostly math, be mostly getting you to know the pipe and the systems. We do a lot of pipe identification, pipe fitting identification, supports and hanger identification, mostly with that. Second year, we roll into more of a little bit detail of all that. Then we start exposing you to basic electricity, basic plumbing, basic rigging, and all those stuff. Those grow every year.
So can I earn a degree while I'm in your program?
Yes, once you get in the apprenticeship program, we actually right now currently in a partnership with Owens Community College, and as you take classes, our classes are registered with them, and you get accredited college credit for those things. So at the end of your apprenticeship program, you actually have a 2-year certificate in what they call building maintenance. You can actually take some more classes after that, and get an associate's degree and some other things.
Other than being 18 years of age, can I be like 30 or 40 and still?
Absolutely, yeah. I get some people that, also we take people in other ways. Maybe you're working for a contractor that's not a union contractor. You've been doing plumbing work for 10 years. You can come down and see us, and we can actually give you credit for that time.
Hello, my name is Alan Winters, and I am the welding instructor here at Local 577. My primary job is to ensure that we turn out quality welders. And the way we do that is we take people that do not know how to weld. You don't have to have any experience, but it sure helps if you had been to a vocational school or adult education. So the thing is that once you get here, is I'll take you through some basic welding instructions, like how to identify rods and their makeup, and how you go from 60-10 as one process to 70-18, which is low hydrogen carbon welding. And then we'd go through another process that is TIG, is tungsten inert gas welding. And we can take you from not knowing how to weld to be a high pressure piping welder, to be able to weld to section 9. And that's how we test. And the testing that we've been doing here as of recent is it's all bin test. So it's a little more stringent than an x-ray. And we start off on pieces of plate like this right here, and we'll tack 2 pieces together. We'll run what we call stringer beads on each one of those. And then we'll take 2 pieces of plate like this, and we'll put a bevel on that, and then we'll learn how to do open butt welds. We do that within the first 4 weeks. And after you get finished with that, we go to 6-inch pipe, and we do open butt welds on 6-inch pipe. We'll describe what that is and how that happens. And then after that, we'll move on to a test coupon, which would be 2 pieces like this. By week 12, we should be able to put those 2 pieces together and make a 100% X-ray quality weld to be sent off to be tested in a bin test. And then our next process would be a TIG test, which we call it the UA41, and it's stainless steel, and we use inert gas for a backing gas. We fill it out with 309 stainless wire. And once you achieve that process, we'll go to another process, which is 63, which is a TIG root on carbon steel, and it'll be 70-18 out. And it's a 2.75 size pipe, and that gives you the quality welds for a thicker pipe. It gives you more certifications to be able to do your work. Do you have any questions for me on what our role is and what I would like to see out of you? Is that I don't tolerate tardiness. It's a 7 o'clock start. This is the real world situations, and we don't deal with tardiness. You got limited amounts that you're allowed to not be here, and they have to be doctor excuses. So we call it the big boy game. So when you come down here, we're playing on a professional level. It's like the NFL of the construction world. So if you're a sports fan and you think about what we do, this is where the difference is. And a lot of times I try to drive home the difference between Mediocrity and excellence is the fine detail, and that's what we produce here at Local 577 is a superior product as welders. And the things that we do, we try to ensure that the quality of workmanship that comes out of our classes here is world-class welders. That's what we're shooting for here at Local 577.
Would you like to show us the classroom?
Love to. These glasses. You all need some safety glasses?
Yes, please.
Safety is a primary goal that you have to achieve on every job site that you go to. So it's priority one here with us as well. And when you're in here, we go over safety procedures and things that you need to be doing on a job site as well. So if you want to step this way. Typically we have 10 booths here to put students in, and right now I have 3 empty booths that's going to be filled shortly, and we range from men who have already passed 2 weld certs that's getting ready to graduate or move to the next segment of what we do here in training. And in the background here we see one of our students. He's welding with a 7018, practicing for a 21 weld test. I've got one that's next to him. Look back, the next 4 booths right here, they are all practicing for a 21, which is a 2-inch extra strong coupon with a 60-10 root and 7018 ounce. I've got a couple loads here that we sent out for x-ray if you want to take a look at what we have. This is our 63 coupon that he had sent off for x-ray, and unfortunately it didn't pass. So it's very important that what we stress here is to practice. That's our 21 coupon. The 41 coupons that we have sent out, because they're destructively tested, we won't get those back.
So one question I would have is, what if an adult's already maybe taken all their classes at the Career Center as, you know, in high school, or maybe taken their certification as an adult through a local college? Are they able to come in and go more quickly through the pre-apprenticeship with you in order to enter the apprenticeship program?
Well, for what our apprenticeship program is like Kenny had explained, is that the only way to get in our apprenticeship program is to go through our 20-week welding program. If you have the capabilities of, say, that you are an exceptional welder and that you have knowledge of these processes already, that you come in and say 5 or 6 weeks, that you're able to bend your plate, bend your pipe to what we do in our classes, and then be ready to take it UA 41 and 63 and a 41. If you're able to take those tests already, then you can come out of this class in under 20 weeks, 8, 10, 12 weeks. I've had men that's come in here and in a span of 12 weeks be able to pass all those tests already. And then what we do after that is I take them outside and I go over basic blueprint reading, how to take off for fittings, some tool recognition, do some rigging, some actual pipe fitting itself in place. Did Kenny take you out back and show you our little rigging lab that we had out there?
No, but we probably should do that. That'd be fun.
We can go out there. There's a couple places that we make tie-ins, and I have my guys to come in and do an offset, like we'll do a 45-degree offset, how to figure those lengths, how to pull centers on things, because we don't measure things always from end to end, but end to center or center to center. So we kind of go over what the difference is and how to figure your mathematical equations. Something that's pretty simple.
Kenny said you guys make math fun.
We try.
You explain how to make the boring math that we all had in high school fun and applied.
That's right. You think, well, why do I need to learn what 1.414 is or what pi is? So if you're going to figure the circumference of a circle, you say, well, we're going to use pi. Or if you're going to figure a 45-degree offset on your rise and run, to take that section out, and then how to figure out how to take off for your fittings. And say, well, how do you do that? And it's all in math, like fractions. And there's just so many things that we do that is math involved. A lot of times, teachers aren't able to get that across, but when you put it to work in the real world, it makes a big difference. This is our MSI pipe leveler, and here's a practice coupon that we start off with. Put it in there and face it up. So start to finish, it takes less than 60 seconds. The finished product.
It bevels that edge.
Bevels that edge.
Why is that beveled edge important?
To be able to get access to make a perfect full penetration weld, you have to be able to access the bottom portion of the coupons or pipe or bevel. And this is 37.5 degrees. So there's a variance that you can have per our welding procedure. Says this is what the bevel has got to be in order for it to be an AWS standard weld. So that's what this machine achieves for us very quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
This program, in my opinion, is pretty good. It gives you a really good entrance into like a union, this union, and I mean, without it, I don't think I would have the chance to have the opportunity to make as much money as I will be making once I'm out of here. I did go to the Sauter County Career Technical Center, and that's where I found out about this class and everything. But Kenny came and talked to us. Our instructor actually was a member out here, and I think in all it's a good program, and it's taught me a lot I didn't know. Once I got here, I learned a lot of it.
Are you learning about the importance of math and how much easier it is learning it because you're doing it hands-on?
Yeah, I mean, trying to, fitting pipe and stuff. I mean, we're only fitting little pieces of pipe like this, but I mean, I don't think I could have done it as well before I got here.
Let me just reiterate. These guys, I haven't put them through. None of these guys that are in here right now have been outside. So I haven't took them out there and I haven't sat down with them and say, here's a 45 degree, here's a 90 degree, here's how much you need to take off of that. So some of the math stuff that you're talking about, I haven't went over with these guys right here, because until you pass 21, 41, 63, I'm not going to advance you and put you over in and say, well, we're going to start making pipe fitters out of you because you haven't finished this portion of the class yet.
Okay.
So once they get out of here, then we'll go out back. And Then on top of that, we have another instructor that comes in for a week, and we do like a crash course, because a lot of people that come in here, they don't have any idea of what a pipe fitter is or what things are called. So if you say, hey, hand me that porta power over there, they don't know what a porta power is. Or hand me that porta pony, we're gonna thread some pipes. So they may not know that terminology.
Good. And how far are you into your program so far?
I have gotten my first cert. It's called a 21, and these are your piece of pipe used for your 21, and I am working on my 41 right now, which is this. I had one sent out, but on my route, I'm pretty sure it didn't have fusion in one spot, so I'm currently redoing it.